Hi, Matthew with Jupiter Bike. Today we'll be unboxing our adventure-inspired Rogue. Let's get to it. All we'll need to get in the box is a pair of snips, side cutters, or scissors. Take as much of the extra stuff out of the box as we can. The Rogue does weigh 80 pounds. Removing it from the box should require an extra set of hands to do safely. Get everything ready to install the fork. Get the styrofoam out of the way. Nut to remove on either side of the axle. Rotor side, caliper side. Make sure your brakes are lining up when you're installing the front wheel. With our front wheel installed, now we'll work towards our handlebars. We want to be sure that the handlebars are going to go into the neck and the wires are in front of the handlebar, not between the neck and the handlebar, as well as this isn't twisted under tension. As you can see, right to the right, left are staying to the left, they're in front of the handlebar. With a 6mm Allen wrench, we can remove the bolts. Front wheels and handlebar installed. We're starting to look like a bike. We have a little stability on the frame now, so we'll get the rest of the packaging materials off. We'll go into our accessories box included with the Rogue. We have our user manual, also available digital format online. We have our headlight, battery charger, reflectors, accessory tool. We got our screws and our pins for our different mounts we'll be getting to here in a minute. We have a set of rear pegs and headlight mounts are in there as well. Our set of turn signals also in the box. Set of pedals. Our LCD display and our front fender. First part from the accessories I like to install, we're going to pull these out. We're looking at our headlight brackets here. Before installing the headlight brackets, we do want to put a little bit of a bushing or a padding on the inside. This is going to prevent vibration and the bracket coming loose with time. You should have a set of these pads included with your bike, but you want to remove the adhesive backing, and we just want to set that in the recess of the bracket arm. Before installing the bracket, going to make sure our frame stops are down low enough for me to put the bracket on up here at the top. I like to have my headlight mounted high up near the handlebars. This is where you can take a little bit of liberty and make your bike yours. When installing the bracket, I am keeping the screw face on the outside. It's just cleaner looking than the bolt and the thread. We'll keep that encased. It'll be behind the headlight. Just to make this easy on myself, I'm going to grab the nut with a pair of pliers, give it a few turns with a screwdriver. Headlight has the mounting bolts on either side. Connect the headlight while we've got it exposed. Blue to blue. Put the bolt through, get the washer on it. Couple turns. Now I can do these finger tight. You may require a pair of pliers or a wrench, but I've got that on there. Next from the accessories pack, we'll be grabbing the turn signals. Turn signal installation, they go mounted onto the side of the headlight bracket. We're going to remove this nut. The turn signals do have a light sensor that you want facing towards the ground. We're going to feed the wire through first, and then we will slip the nut over the wire and clockwise rotations to fasten the nut. Notice the red matching connector below it. Line up the arrows, and in we go. Repeat process on the other side. Next out of the accessories box will be our LCD display. And we're going to be removing these screws with a 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. Note the display does come with mounting grommets. We have our controls as well. Their power, increase and decrease on power assist. Again, 2.5 millimeter screw on the back. Mount this over here, power button up, plus on top of the minus. We will move on to our pedals. Pedals are labeled right and left. Right, left. Notice on the left pedal, it's got grooves on the thread. This notes that it is a reverse thread. This spins counterclockwise to tighten. So it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighten. As advised, 15 millimeter wrench. Give it a good torque. On the right side, we're standard threads. So clockwise rotation, like anything else, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. The pedal's gonna go right in. We'll grab that 15 mil wrench again. Next out of the accessories package, we have our foot pegs. Second set of hands can be useful when doing this. First thing we wanna do is disassemble the peg. Bolt's gonna come apart in two pieces. We're gonna wanna have this slide readily available. When inserting the peg, you'll notice the hole initially does not line up. These spring pegs do require force to be applied to line up the hole. And as the hole lines up, we can slide the sleeve through. That's going to hold the tension so we can screw our bolt in from the bottom. Should catch the threads nice and easily. Don't try to cross thread or anything. 5 millimeter Allen key on both sides. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Cool deal. Last accessory in our box is going to be our front fender. You'll find 2 machine thread screws alongside the reflectors that are going to mount into the top of the forks. Get them to line up perfectly for final installation. Last but definitely not least is going to be our battery, one of the essential components for an electrical bike. Don't lose the keys. They will be packaged inside here with the battery. The battery does have an on and off button, as well as a charge port. And our key is over here on the side. And we're going to move it to the unlock position right now. Set the battery on top of the battery slider. As you can see, the slider's got grooves going this way, so the battery's going to move back to lock into place. Boom. So let's go over the controls and displays of the Rogue. We're going to have our power button. Plus and minus will take us through our cadence assist levels. Holding the plus button for 2 seconds will activate the headlight. 2 seconds again, headlight is turned off. Left turn signal, right turn signal, and horn functions. The Rogue is one of our first models. You can truly make yours out of the box. You have a couple of installation options, such as your headlight placement when installing the bike. The angle of the handlebars can also be adjusted by loosening the head stem. The battery can be placed in 3 locations. Its default location is top of the frame. The battery also has a mounting position here and a mounting position here. The little bit of time involvement's well worth it to mount a custom carrying bag or satchel on the top of the bike. This is Matt with Jupiter Bikes, and before you take your Rogue out for the first ride, double check the brakes and the air pressure. We'll see you out there. Ride safe.